everyone, welcome to a new chapter of the channel. So this is going to be a very interesting project for both me and for you guys if you choose to follow it. This is going to be me retelling or sharing a story that has been an integral part of my life for the past, I'm going to say roughly 20 years. It's been something I've been working on or been a part of for most of my life, really. And, I've made several attempts over the course of the years to try to record part of it, either write it down on paper or type it up in a Word document or share it on a web forms or on a blog posting, or maybe tell it to a couple friends of mine, what have you. But, all in all, the whole of the story has never really been shared or recorded in its entirety. And that's the point of this project. And although I've forgotten bits and pieces, and probably, to be honest, more than just bits and pieces, I will be attempting to tell it here to you guys, remember the missing pieces, maybe need to call in some outside sources to fully remember everything, may need to even possibly rebuild some of the pieces, fill in some missing blanks if I have to. But to give you an idea of what you guys can expect from this is going to be a long-running series, most likely. Every episode or video will be a chapter, and several chapters will make up a season. And hopefully what I'd like to do is every season to be its own theme or section or volume. If I was writing it out into a novel or something, or a novella, it would be, every season would be one book, if possible, or one short story, more likely. Yeah. And I guess to answer a few questions that some of you may have up front, first off, I am not stopping with the gaming videos that I do, the Let's Play videos. I'm going to keep those. I'm going to still do those. I'm going to keep this as its own separate project. It's going to be on the same channel. It's going to get its own playlist, and I'll keep doing both, is the plan. Another question that some of you may have is, hey LZ, why do you have a character named after yourself in this story? Well, I'll say this up front. Since I've been working on this or been a part of this for such a long time, I may not even call it a story because it's been with me for so long. It's been something. I started this when I was pretty young, so it's just kind of how things happen. It's just kind of how things fell into place. And, that's, it's just kind of how it is. And part of the story at the beginning may even seem a little odd, may just seem, is this just a kid's fantasy with different elements taken from different other stories and shows and games and what have you. But, it does snowball, and as it rolls downhill, it's going to pick up momentum, it's going to get more complicated, and more stuff's going to get added, more things. You come to realize that it's really not just some fan story. It's a lot more than that. Way a lot more than that. It's really its own thing. It's not a fan story. And I guess to give you an idea of what you guys can expect in the story overall, it's going to be mostly fantasy with, magic, elves, dragons, wizards, fighting, betrayal, that kind of stuff. There is a few other, some sci-fi elements thrown in every now and again. There's eventually some craziness, like gods fighting and planets and worlds getting destroyed and all that fun stuff. But we're going to be starting, and I had a hard time deciding where I want to start you guys with this. But I'm going to start with where I originally started this, where I first got involved, where things began for me. That's where I'm going to start things. You're going to be starting off with Wizard Adam and his adventure. And we're going to see where things go from there. This has been Alzy with the White River's Lair, and I bid you welcome to the Chronicles of Astra.